Hey guys, you're very welcome to the Daily Insight. So I hope you're all doing very well. Today is the 3rd of July and even though the dailies are not day Pacific, we did have a wonderful new moon solar eclipse yesterday. And we still have those energies available to us. Queen of Swords popping out here, guys. So as always, we're looking for guided messages and insight that will help us on our highest path to our highest good. This kind of flopped over and the star card is coming in reverse, which is quite strange. Did you see that flop over as well? Okay, the 5 of Pentacles. So we're going to put the star card back upright, guys. I do feel like that some may be blocking out their healing. Absolutely. That's the first thing that's coming in here. If you see, like this. So out of fear or out of trauma is the word that I want to use, that there is a big defensive wall here and that there is a blocking of some healing energy that really does want to occur. So when we have been traumatized, when we have we're beat down, dragged down, battered and bruised here in the 9 of Wands energy, we genuinely are weary and we are kind of at our wits' ends where we can't take any more. So we're highly protective here of ourselves, and it's not about healthy boundaries. It's about a fear due to past experiences that have left us quite wounded here. So for some of us, guys, the 9 of Wands with the star in reverse is definitely saying that our boundaries walls may be way too high, because it is important to have boundaries, but they may be way too high, and that's preventing any kind of healing to occur in the situation or in the relationship or in the circumstance, internally, externally to you. So this is quite interesting, guys. But what I do feel like, if we put the star card upright, we can see that through our divine guidance, through our divine connection, that we do not have anything to fear, that our past, and this came up, I think, guys, in the first daily reading for July. I'm not sure what reading it came into, but it was like the past can no longer hurt you. So you can keep reliving the trauma, like post-traumatic stress. And I know exactly what it's like to go through post-traumatic stress, guys. And it's not nice. So we can relive the trauma, or we can say, look how far I've come, and look at all the BS that I got over, and truly pat yourself on the back and be proud, because you are this authentic person that wants to emerge out into the world. Excuse me, guys. And you want to show people who you truly are, not like a victim, not like a victim of circumstance or a victim of your past. None of us are victims here. We may have felt like a victim. I know I certainly felt like a victim in most of my life. And it's that mentality that keeps you in a fear. So we are not the victims of other people. We are not the victims of our past. What we are is a divinely guided soul. What we are is a divinely protected spirit that is absolutely here to conquer and overcome adversity and challenges, to go through the human experience and to go back to source with all of the knowledge and information and lessons and evolution that our soul has gone through our trials and tribulations of our soul's journey here. Queen of Swords coming in. So this is the no bullshit queen. This queen does not tolerate lies or deception. She only wants cold, hard facts, and she only wants the truth. So somebody may very well be seeking the truth here, and this could be absolutely somebody who likes to play the victim. External to you, there could be somebody who likes to play the victim, poor me syndrome. And again, it's not a judgment because we all go through that type of energy in our lives here. But I feel like through aligning with the facts and the reality. So are you where you were when the pain hit you hard? Are you still in that place in terms of your life and your external environment, or have you had the power to escape a less than healthy reality? So this is different for every one of us, but what I do feel like is we're not where we used to be. So we need to understand that the more we align with our integrity and truth, with the Queen of Swords energy and the Nine of Wands, the more we align with our truth, the more we understand that the lessons. So from a logical point of view, we are not where we used to be, where the pain hurts real bad. We have moved on from that. So in that essence and in that truth, we now can step into a place where we can say, the past can no longer hurt us. Yes, I have wounds, and yes, it did come up in the reading, guys. On the reading I posted Monday, I think it came into that reading. We want to, we're the wounded healers, we're the wounded warriors. We want to rip off the band-aids now. We don't just want to put band-aids on our wounds. We want to take off the band-aids, expose it to some air, and let it dry and heal, and let it have that natural, let nature run its course with your wounds here. So bringing them to the surface and allowing emotion, water, because look, the water, and even if it's upside down, this water will be pouring directly like down on top of you. So you can either have a reality check that comes bang into your body, or you can allow the water to flow naturally into your situation. And look how we have this kind of greeny, grey, kind of blue colour in all of these cards. So this says that no matter the circumstances that we go through in life, we're always divinely connected. There is always divine reason and timing in the situations, and it's for us to understand what did work and what did not work out for us, and how we can make the changes for our highest good as we move forward. Five of Pentacles is your material loss, and it's funny because I was thinking last night as I went to sleep that how the fives are the most, like, the fives are the most difficult in the deck, because Five of Pentacles is the feeling of loss. It's also material loss, and it can be related to poor health, poverty, homelessness, loss of a job, loss of a relationship that affects you. They're all the material losses within the Five of Pentacles. Then we have the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups is our emotional losses or bereavements, where things have occurred that we cannot change. So Five of Cups being the bereavement card, Five of Pentacles being, so when you emotionally lose somebody, whether it's to a death or the ending of a situation, and there is a material loss attached to that energy, that's where we come to the Five of Pentacles. Then we have the Five of Swords, which is your mental conflict, which is your mind games and arguments and tit for tat energies. And similar to the Five of Wands, the Five of Wands is actually external conflict. So when arguing turns physical, or when people are coming from their place of ego and they just want to win over on you. So there is a fork in the road here, and there is a decision and a direction. Now we're still within our comfort zone. We're still in our comfort zone, but we understand that we absolutely have the world in our hands. The world is our oyster here. We're planning, we're looking out at the opportunities that may come to us. We're looking for a new direction, a new beginning, a new approach in life. Again, there might be decisions on which direction to go in, and that's a mundane decision, or a more important decision. So you can have simple decisions like, where do I go to eat for lunch? Or you can have a more important decision, which, like, do I take this job or that job? Do I move to this location or that location? Do I go to that college or the other college? Do I go with that relationship or another relationship? So these are the forks in the roads and decisions that come in. But within the Two of Wands, we're still in our comfort zone, but we can see that there are a lot of amazing opportunities, and that's what we're opening up to here, that there are a lot of amazing opportunities available to us in life. With the Star card here, I do feel like there is a need to forgive that has been blocked out, but it's been blocked out because you've been traumatized from an experience that you've gone through. This could absolutely have been linked to a Libra, a Gemini or Aquarian person. Does not have to be. But I feel more so that you're the energy that's encompassing all of these cards. So when we get honest and truthful with ourselves, and we cut through the illusions of our fears, and we start thinking logically, because remember, post-traumatic stress is not logical, it's an emotional reaction, and you may not even realize that you have post-traumatic stress energies, but if fear and past experiences are preventing you from embracing who you truly are and following your authentic soul path, well, then there is an energy of trauma there that needs to be healed. So with our logic mind, we can say, well, thank God. For me, it's like, thank God I'm not in an abusive relationship that every day waking up felt like I was waking up in hell, and it was a war zone, and I was constantly the person trying to protect myself and defend myself. So we're in protection and defense mode in the Nine of Wands. But when we wake up and say, hang on a minute, I'm not there anymore. So don't allow your mind to play tricks on you. So let's get some clarifiers. Why is the Queen of Swords? Four of Michael. And you know what, guys? The Four of Swords was showing up here. So this is your take a pause, hit the pause button, relax, time for healing. Some of you may be going through an illness or a physical surgery or medical procedure here. Some of you may be working in the healing profession, and absolutely some may have lost somebody. Guys, I would like to say that my dad, he passed overnight at the early hours of Tuesday, yesterday the 6th of July. He passed in his sleep. He was diagnosed with terminal cancer last October. So I'd like to just say, if you could all say a prayer that his soul is at peace, and I absolutely feel that he is totally at peace, guys. I woke up yesterday morning without knowing that information, but I felt a feeling of neutral emotion, but I also felt quite light, and just like things were just a peaceful energy. So if you have lost somebody recently, I do know that they are much happier and much healthier now. When our loved ones pass through an illness, they will always be healed of that illness when they transcend back to home, back to spirit. So if you fear that somebody hasn't healed, they absolutely have. So the Queen of Swords is clarified by the Four of Swords, okay? So insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off, seek relief from stress. So again, she is cutting through the BS, okay? She does not care about the drama of life. She just wants to live in her integrity, to be very truthful, and to see things exactly how they are. And that's exactly what I felt, that there is a need now to actually look at our reality and see what our reality is. And the way to do that is absolutely allow ourselves time for reflection, time for meditation, time for rest. And if you need to go on a break, you need some time off, please do arrange that now, so that you can work towards planning time off, or a rest or recuperation day that you need, absolutely. So clarify the Nine of Wands energy. Knight of Michael, King of Wands. Yeah, then we have the Five of Cups. So the Knight of Michael, Knight of Swords, clarifying the Knight of Wands. So time to move quickly, choose logic over emotion, sudden changes. So summing up exactly what I felt from the card, this is irrational, emotional, and if you need help, seek out the help that you need to overcome the traumas and the pain that keeps you in this defense offense mode. And trust me, guys, I'm going to counselling for the last 7 weeks, and we've decided to add on another 8 weeks. So for the first time in my life, I decided I was ready to go to counselling and to hatch out the journey so far. And I do a lot of work on myself to stay positive, to see things as lessons so that I can grow and evolve. But we're still human, guys. And again, thank God, the post-traumatic stress left me in 2016. But it was a long road. So now is the time for us to use the logic mind with the Queen of Swords, Four of Swords, a lot of air energy here. It's time for us now to be very logical over emotion. So clarify and explain why the Star card came in reverse. Quick, the Two of Ariel. So it's important to have balance, working multiple jobs or projects at once, making work fun. Okay, so it seems like that there was an imbalance in terms of your energy. So maybe you've been using avoidance. And again, yes, absolutely, we could have been using avoidance, and this prevented our healing to occur. So we could be filling our lives with lots of busyness, and not really taking the time out to reflect, to meditate, to heal. And that's what I feel here. There is a need here to absolutely have time and space and energy to allow the waters to flow. So if you need to have a good cry, absolutely do. Because crying is not weakness, guys. It's our soul sharing. It's our soul healing and accepting the energies that our emotional body wants to bring to the surface. So now, guys, Five of Michael popped out. So the situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. So the Five of Swords speaks of there's people in your energy, there's people in your environment, in your life that do not match your energy, do not match your vibration. And this is now why I was feeling and channeling the Five's energy last night. Five Pentacles, Five of Swords, Five of Cups. So can you see, this is poverty, this is lack mindset, this is conflict mindset, and this is emotional pain from crying over things that you cannot change. So once you've gone through the bereavement process, this becomes futile because it serves no purpose. to remain in this energy, because all you're doing is stealing your own happiness here. So guys, don't get dragged down into any financial arguments or upheavals. Do become independent and understand that when you are financially secure and independent in yourself, that you do not need other people to provide that for you. So there's a power within that, because codependency will always lead to a lack. Because if somebody leaves the situation or the equation, then you're without that resource. And it's okay, guys, to have the balance of give and take. And if you're in a partnership or a marriage, or family members help each other out, that's all well and good. But if we become over-reliant on that, then we're damn well sure that we're going to end up in a lack mindset. So don't engage in any arguments. It does not serve you. And we need to now embrace, like, let me see if I can get one more card on the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Michael, clarify those two energies. The Magician. So you can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. So yes, so this is within our power, within our control, as to, do we engage in the loss, do we engage in the conflict, or do we use our experience and use and start planning for a better future for ourselves here. So very interesting energies, guys. And what I do feel more than anything is that it's time now to no longer, it's time to not allow emotion to drive your actions or your reactions, to think very cool, calm and collective. And we do have a message from heaven coming in here. So we will connect. And so a departed loved one sends their love and watches over you and wants you to be happy like them. So as I said in the beginning earlier on, guys, if you have gone through a loss, like I've experienced, know that they are much, much lighter and freer and happier now, and that they are absolutely free from all their earthly worries and their physical ailments that they may have had prior to transcending. So let's see what heaven would like to bring in as wisdom and guidance for us at this time. I am sorry, please forgive me. Okay, so this is fairly self-explanatory, but I will grab the book and read the message directly from the book. Actually, 1 second, guys. I want to just put this here. Okay, bear with me, guys. Okay, so I paused the video so I could get the cards to stand up, and I've grabbed the book and we're going to read the message. Now that I'm over here, I've had a chance to review my life. I understand how my actions affected you, and I need to apologize so that both of our souls can move forward. You see, if either one of us is hanging on to guilt or resentment, it stalls our personal growth. Please know that at every moment I was doing the very best I could. I will now finally admit to you how frightened I was. I made an effort to appear strong, but underneath I was scared of everything, including life. I covered up my fears by closing my heart to feeling emotions, and I now know this hurt you quite a bit. I promise that I've now learned from this error, but I've also had to forgive and have compassion for myself. I ask that you please do the same and forgive me too. So if you have gone through a loss where somebody seemed to be emotionally detached, emotionally cut off, unavailable to you on an emotional level, do know that they have had their life review and they understand the effect of that energy, and beautiful energy that we're coming in with healing and balance, compromise, and seeing the other person's point of view here, our masculine and feminine energies. Absolutely opening ourselves up to giving and receiving that love that we absolutely deserve. So I'm going to go ahead and get a 3 magic oracle card, guys, and see what the energies coming in around us are, additional energies and insights. Okay, guys. So the Tree of Light, or the Tree of Life. So this is a major arcana card in this deck. We have 5 major arcanas in this deck. So it says, the fig tree enlightening love. Lower pleasures you attract are potentially overwhelming and dangerous. Peace arrives through higher gratification. So guys, shield and protect your energies regularly. And it's number 29. So the number 29 may be significant. The number 31, it may be significant as well. So the card, the fig tree symbolizes enlightenment. Its heart-shaped leaves signify the promise of love in your life. It may be the real thing or a small fling, just as a fig tree can be gigantic or human-sized, living for thousands of years or a mere few hundred. It also warns against not caring a fig. To see what is evident and what is hidden, bring wisdom that grows inexhaustibly like the fig. Love may involve secrecy because Adam and Eve wore fig leaves as aprons in order to cover their bodies. The leaves symbolize protection too. The fig tree also brings the possibility that you may be tempted to experience the pure taste of forbidden fruit. So guys, this card is really, it's like we have to understand that people come into our lives for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. That not everybody is in our lives to stay in there, to stay in it forever and ever and ever. There is cycles and chapters and relationships. So embrace and appreciate the person that you're with. And if you are involved in a romantic relationship, live in the here and now. Don't automatically jump to commitment or long term. Allow things to have nature's energy flow into it. And how we do that, and trust me, as a Libra, with a lot of Scorpio in my chart, release and control is not easy. But if we allow things space, time and energy to breathe and grow and blossom, it will either become long-term, or it will be a relationship that will set us up with valuable lessons for a much more long-term committed relationship. And the pure taste of forbidden fruit, I mean, that can be literally anything, guys. So temptation is around here. And absolutely, if you want to indulge yourself, do That's your own choice in life. And also, I do feel like that emotion is needed to be logic needs to outweigh emotion today, guys, or at this time, or if you watch this video anytime in July, this reading may be relevant to you guys. So we're going to take an angel card and finish up the reading. So this one flopped out. You have a gift for working with young people, and your divine purpose involves helping, teaching, or parenting children. So that's the message. If you feel guided to work with young children, or you're becoming a parent, or you want to get into a teaching role, that's validation. Your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith, and don't try to force it to happen. So that's exactly what I just said, guys. And again, last night I was thinking, and this clock is after reminding me of that, how clocks are actually, most clocks are round. Their face on a clock mainly is round. And that's the symbolic of life and time going in a cycle. We experience time in a forward trajectory in the human experience, but in reality, events and life are cyclists. They go in circles. And I started to listening to the Emerald Tablets audio book, and one of the messages was absolutely in it, was that time is absolutely circular. It's not linear. So everything, and this is exactly what I was saying about nature, about releasing control, about allowing things to develop in their own time. And when we give them that breathing space, and have patience and have faith, and release the control, release the outcome, and just know and trust that everything happens in your highest good. So guys, have a wonderful day, and I hope and I trust that this reading has helped you in some way. And guys, I am running a competition, and if you're here till the end, drop a comment in any of my daily readings from the 1st to the 15th of July, and I will assign you a number, and you will be in with a chance then to have an in-depth personal reading with me, free. And it's about 60 to 90 minutes long, €60 worth of a reading, guys. So definitely get in with a chance for that, if that's something you would like to do. And take care, guys. Have a wonderful day.